So today in this video, we are going to take help of ChatGPT to answer some questions from civil engineering. Okay, we are having a list of questions from various subjects and we will be taking help of ChatGPT so that we can understand the concept, or we can be using ChatGPT to create a slideshow for a given topic. We are having a list of topics or questions for ChatGPT, and from the list, the first question is from fluid mechanics, concept of cavitation, and we will be asking ChatGPT to explain it in the most simplified manner. Then from RCC we will be having question what pre-stressing is. Then from DSS we will be asking ChatGPT to differentiate between plate girder and gantry girder. Then from CPM and PERT we are having a slideshow of 10 slides regarding what CPM is and what PERT is. And from building materials we will be looking for desired properties of cement as building material. Okay, the motto here is whether we can be reliant on ChatGPT so that it can explain us, so that it can teach us the topics, the concept, then the differentiation, then whether we can take help of ChatGPT in order to create slideshow or any, let's say, research paper, or let's say any content which is useful in, let's say, college seminar, project, or whatever it can be. Okay, so let's first see the concept of cavitation. Okay, we are going to just copy and paste it in the query window of ChatGPT and we will be looking how effectively it is answering. Okay, then let's copy this, and this is the window for ChatGPT. Here goes our question, concept of cavitation in most simple manner. All right, it has started generating. Let it generate, then we will be reading it out whether it is simplified enough or not. Okay, so cavitation, it is saying cavitation in fluid mechanics is like tiny underwater bubble that pop. Okay, it is giving example. Imagine you are boiling water in a pot. As the water heats up, it turns it to steam. You see bubbles forming. Now picture it is happening in a pump or propeller. Okay, it has given the context of pump and propeller underwater. All right, then water is flowing rapidly over an object like propeller blade. It can create area of low pressure. If this pressure gets too low, it can cause the water to vaporize and form tiny bubbles. These bubbles are like mini steam bubble. Okay, then it is going toward the problem of implosion, right? Here is the problem. When the bubbles are moving to high pressure area, then they collapse and pop or implode. Okay, they are creating tiny shock wave, and this thing is damaging the equipment. Okay, so enough said. Concept of cavitation in a basic manner, it is properly explained by ChatGPT. Okay, then let's go to question next. RCC, what is pre-stressing? Okay, let's copy this. We will be pasting it in the window. What is pre-stressing? All right, it is generating. Okay, it is telling us about pre-tensioning and post-tensioning, then advantages. Okay, enough. Now let's see what it has answered. Pre-stressing in the context of reinforced concrete, RCC, yes. Internal force stresses are intentionally introduced in a concrete structural member. All right. Okay, then it has provided us the common methods of pre-stressing in RCC. It has explained what pre-tensioning is and what post-tensioning is. All right, then advantage. Okay, it has enumerated and explained the advantages of pre-stressing: increased load capacity, improved durability, reduced material use, and flexibility in design. Now if you look at the question that we have asked, we haven't asked what are the specific advantages. We just asked what exactly pre-stressing is, but it has given the definition of pre-stressing, then two common methods of pre-stressing, as well as advantages of pre-stressing in RCC construction. Means whatever question you are asking, whatever question we are asking, it is going beyond the question. Okay, it is trying to cover whatever the basics are there, whatever the classification or types are there, then advantages are there. Okay, so enough regarding pre-stressing. Let's go to DSS. Let's put the question here. Okay, it has started generating. And if you can see, it is giving a pretty fast response, right? All right, it has summarized its answer. Then yes, okay, it has given the differentiation between plate girder and gantry girder based on basic structure, okay, use, then span, customization and fabrication. Okay, all right. So if we are asked to differentiate in Viva or let's say in exam, we can have all these questions. Okay, so basically we have the method of studying, like we will be looking at a topic, then we will be going to the reference book, then we will be going to the basic of the topic. But in case if you are too lazy, or let's say if you are too smart, then you can put ChatGPT to use. But looking at the IS code and all this thing, if we are pertaining to IS code, then we have to specifically mention that the question should be framed for ChatGPT in Indian context. Okay, we should be writing the question and we should mention that we are going to see, or we are going to look for the answer in Indian context. Okay, because in Indian context we will be using let's say for RCC we are going to use IS 456 and so on. Okay, so if you are specifying that, as long as you are specifying everything that you are going to seek in the answer, it has no problem. Okay, then let's see how the slideshow content is given regarding CPM and PERT. All right. Okay, it is giving slide-wise idea, slide-wise skeleton structure for the slideshow or the presentation we have to make. All right, let's take a look at that. So it has given the full form first, then slide 1 should be title, and subtitle it has given tools for project planning and management. Then second slide should be introduction to CPM and PERT, and it has given key point. All right, it is not giving the complete content. If you want complete content, then what we can do is we can copy this specific thing and put it in the ChatGPT query tab. Then it will be giving the introductory part of CPM and PERT. Okay, it is asking us to explain their importance in project management. Okay, so whatever details you want to seek in the presentation, you can also put that specific topics in ChatGPT and have it noted somewhere, because this specific question what we had asked is regarding slide ideas, means slide skeleton, overall structure of the slide. In slide 3 it is saying to include key definitions of CPM and PERT. Then in slide 4 CPM in detail, then in slide 5 PERT in detail, in slide 6 differentiation in CPM and PERT, then what are the advantages of using CPM and PERT respectively, then practical implementation, or let's say a case study or a simplified example of a project network diagram. Okay, in slide 9 we actually have a case study, then conclusion and takeaways. And yes, look at this point, it is saying to use visuals, diagram and concise bullet point to make the slide engaging and easy to understand. Since ChatGPT is totally tech generative AI, it will not be providing any images. You can use ideogram or other AI tool to make up that images which are relevant to the presentation. Okay, then you can add speaker notes for each slide to provide more detailed explanation. Okay, so yes, we can say that it has properly given a 10 slide content for CPM and PERT. Now let's say if you want a detailed presentation, let's change the question here. Let's say Control V in detail. Okay, we have added a simple word in detail. Let's see what happens then. Okay, it is saying everything in detail. Okay. Okay, it has just simply outlined the content. So if you want detail, then we have to do what? We have to select the specific slide content, put it in the query box, then it will be explaining it in detail. Okay, again it has given us the basic skeleton. All right, that's enough. Now let's go to next question, building materials. Desired properties of cement as building material. So let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, pretty neat point it is giving out. All right, it has done generating. Now let's see the points. Desired properties of cement as building material: it should have a proper strength, then durability, then workability, then setting time, adhesion, chemical stability, heat resistance. It should be economical, it should be consistent, environmental consideration should be taken, then resistance to sulfate attack, compatibility with admixture. Okay, out and out it has given 10 plus proper points regarding desired properties of cement when it is being a building material. Okay, so this specific question, or let's say these specific topics that we have asked to ChatGPT, they are the basic ones from the civil engineering subject.